Welcome. This is Crime Queen. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we get excited about love. This is where we ignite that which dwells from within us, that which comes alive, makes us smile, makes us laugh. Hence, we say the crimson light is live. I felt a little tickle over my nostrils. I think that is to make me smile or make me laugh. And of course, I'm seeing also Mother Eve. This is Mother Eve. If you are not sure, if you're new to this channel, this is the depiction of the I am that I am. And of course, it's all of those teachings and learnings that help us understand who we are. The I am that I am derive, of course, like the word waters, and God looked upon the face of the deep and divided the waters from the waters. So the waters equals five. And of course, the I am that I am equals five directly in direct correlation with Mother Eve, the word Eve when we do the numerical value. I've got lots of presentations on how we have derived at the I am that I am and also that we are dots. But I am excited about number seven. I have discovered really wonderful things about seven, of course. Why not? Now we know that the heart, our heart, the scientists have been going on about whether we are thinking or making decisions, which is more powerful. Is it from the heart or the brain? And this, so we have been about heart and brain. In fact, it'd be interesting to do a numerical value on brain just to see. I think it is 21. That would be interesting because that's what I'm working with as well. Number three. Number three is so profound. All the numbers are so really wonderful. But let's look at brain. And although we are working with number BRAIN, now, one of the things I have been doing is paying attention to the number of letters that a word such as brain consists. Now, why not? We see BRA, which also reminds me of Abraham or the bra, of course. And I think that's perhaps where the word bra, of course, as that supports the breast, comes from here. And perhaps it's best to look at this word by itself, bra, which is, of course, Ra, denoting light as well. So that would be BRA, which is 291. That would be 12 when we add 2 plus 9, 11 and 1 is 12. Now that's what I'm talking about, number three here. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay, now that's the free vibration. Free is that vibration that is always seeking to be recognized. It is seeking to be expressed. So if you have a life path number of 3, you're probably very creative. If you're not, you ought to be, because that's what 3 is looking to be established, to connect with something else, to put its mark somewhere to say, I've been here. It's like it's that signature of creativity. And so that's what 3 is about. Now, of course, we have IN. I know that. IN is 14 because 9 plus 5 is 14. Now, why I know this, because as I have made references to this, this is the first word in the Holy Bible, in the first chapter of Genesis. The first word, the first letter, IN. I is the first letter, N is the second. Now, of course, we know 9, I. It's just we are repeating ourselves, but we are having fun. It's okay. I equals 9 and N equals 5. So, of course, 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Now, that's what we have been talking about where Mother Eve comes in. Now, just to, so 3 plus 5, equals 8. Okay, so we know the brain is 8. Now, I am hoping that I will be, this probably is my last presentation on number 7 for now, and then we will move on to 8. So we already engage in 8 in the brain. Of course, it's wonderful. Okay, now back to number 7. We've done a presentation on this, well, several presentations. This probably would be about the 24th presentation on the number 7. We are looking heart and earth. And what we got, which I felt it was so delicious, it's the sequence of numbers as well. It's how we have these 3 5s in the word inner. We done this. So we had the word inner. Let's just use, of course, and just to let you know, this is the that as well. Okay, in case you're new to this channel, we are hinging on the word sacrifice. This is the word sacrifice, and numbers from 1 to 9 and the letters of the alphabet each have their numerical value in accordance. So, of course, the number 7, which we're working on, is what we call Gypsy Journey. GPY. This has to be GPY. GPY. Now, Gypsy Journey, of course, is where we are on this journey. This is where we take stock of what we are carrying with us, what we are leaving behind. And of course, although 7 has just pitched himself there, but isn't that what we do? We pitch from wherever we are at on that journey. We make a mark, or we say, of course, we go to the airport, or we get on the bus, wherever it is at that we are making that journey. It's like we are taking a new flight. That's what 7 is doing. It's taking a new, I don't know, is it the boomerang? The image came to mind. Is it a boomerang? There's something that looks like a 7 that you could just sling, and yeah, but it's that kind of effect. It's also like the fan. It's looking like a fan. It's looking for whoever is going to play with it. I said like a fan, like a fan, but of course the pun on this fan. It's like a fan you blow. It's like a fan who's going to watch a match, and so nothing is entirely by itself. This is the point I am making, and I am going to refer to Emmett Fox. I perhaps will be doing this on most presentations, because Emmett Fox says nothing can come into your consciousness unless it finds something like itself on which to attach itself to. 8 actually equals 11. 8 and self is 6, so 2 and 6 is 8. Now that makes sense, because of course this is where 8 is I. 8 equals I. When we do the numerical value for the word I, it equals 8. When we do I, or we say I, you are really bringing in your eyes, and it reminds me of Andy, or the motivationalist, Andy Roberts, not Roberts, Tony Robbins, not Andy. It just reminds me of that. And the sun has just come out saying I. So the sun has just opened its eye. You probably would see this on the reflection of this video. So this is what we are talking about. In fact, let's get this eye looking a bit brighter. Of course, we don't want a red eye, because although it's a question of perspective, because we are the ones who form meanings to things, we are told, but some of those meanings are so deep and entrenched within us, that but let us be hopeful. So This is the eye. So this is another eye here. Okay, I. All right. So talking about number six, no, number seven. Of course, we have been delving, looking at number six because we have been talking about the inner air. The inner air. Now, what I like about talking about number seven is that it brings to the to our focus the importance of being centered, the the significance of being in that new dimension, because it's here we are saying when you are in Christ you are a new creature. When you are in Christ you are a new creature. Your eye is open here. This is what we call the third eye. This is again, of course, a reflection of that journey that we're on with number seven. Now, before I move on with number seven, I did the numerical value for the word air and inner, which both equal six. So it'd be really interesting. I think it would be interesting to see here how on my one of the presentations about the number 519 people are using numbers, and it's important that we know when a public or when an organization or a business or whatever it is or TV channel in this stage are using 519, they are tapping into your inner heart, your inner air. They are tapping into your heart, your inner air. Now, not only that, they are tapping into your inner air, 519. Of course, you have no choice than to bring it out into the earth, which becomes your 519 right here. Right here is your 519. 519, 519. So, of course, this is earth. So we had been talking about the inner, the word inner equals 33. Everything is vibration. We learn this, and I believe the whole world has accepted this now. But I am looking at numbers in what area that they connect or into our consciousness. When we look at 33, for instance, the word Genesis, of course, I am saying Genesis because, of course, we have the word genes. Your genes are in the word Genesis. This is where this is our journey into the land of Canaan. We could say this is where we are on this 40-year journey or 40-year cycle or 4 seasons or 4 elements, 4 vibrations, whatever, 4 levels, whatever it is that we are dealing with that 4. That's where we are tapping into in Genesis. So here, Genesis equals 33. When we do the numerical value for Genesis, it equals 33. Now, the story of sacrifice that has been so entrenched in our makeup, there's the story of sacrifice of Jesus Christ that we learn. Of course, God, of course, everyone is occupied about with God. Whether you believe in God or not, you're still occupied with God, which is 8. And of course, we know on the 8th, where Adam and Eve, their eyes were open. And of course, in the scriptures, it says, and they were like gods. Okay, back to 33. We see that this is where 33 really taps into the core of who we are. 33, hence we learn about the 33 degrees in Freemason. There's so much in 33 degrees, and just untold. But we going back to the story of Jesus Christ, who died at the age of 33 for our sins. But also we learn in biology we know we have 33 vertebrae, and of course, and there is the word bra at the end, and the word bra as well, which is meaning to help support us. That is what supports us. So three threes, it's like we have that energy. There is partnership, there is union, there is marriage, there is all of those things. Now, I have done, of course, numerous exercises on the number three, which is also like a W. This is to use. This is where we are with our image, our likeness, with whatever it is. And there's three, of course. There is E and there is N. So we are in this vibration here. So I've been very much captivated with finding out that the word inner really resonates in the air. In the air. Now we did the numerical value for the word, let's see, inner, which is 33. INNER. So we had 3 5s. We have seen how 3 5s are 15, which takes us into the new 3 5s are 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. This is where it's taking us. So we see that Mother Eve and Christ Spirit is central, inner, in the inner part, in the innermost part of our being. So this is where we are. Of course, because there is 9 and 9 here. When we add these together, we get the number 33. So the innermost part plus, if we add this together, is 6. This is what we are told. This is the number of man. We add the number of man, 6 and 6. God created us with everything that that was already there. We are part of everything that's there. Anything we can connect to, we are of that. Okay, so I believe that is widely accepted. So there we are. We can see it's no wonder that we have this 6 here right in Mother Eve's mouth. Yes, and of course 6 is not only denoting that 6 here, but it's also denoting the fox. It's like everything that you could already you could ever wish to be. This is what it's about. Anything we could wish to be, we are already that. It is really going on that gypsy journey in discovering. Hence, we have that 3 here, that vibration, that 3 to stir us, to ignite us, to generate that. It's as if that it will a handcuff, or yes, that's it. One was handcuffed, so let's just do it this way. So basically, so the 3 is like as if one was handcuffed, but they have broken free. They have broken free, literally broken free, literally broken free into freedom, because free equals freedom. So this is what we are looking at here, because when you are traveling, if you're on gypsy journey, once you are able to travel, it means you are free. It means freedom. Someone who, okay, you may not see it that way, because if you were being forced to take a trip somewhere, like prisoners who were also chained, but they were chained. They were chained and they were controlled and they were handcuffed. And so that would have a different, but you could still say there is a degree of freedom in mobility, in their mobility to move, to walk. So you could still say there is a degree of freedom, or the the image or the impression of freedom would be there in free. So this is what we are talking about, free. And we see how when you are on 7, 7 is really the depiction of that total freedom, that total acceptance of self. Not only that, it is a total acceptance of self, it is also total acceptance of the other. Because when we do the numerical value for the word 7, let's see, for the word 7, let's use 7 is always looking for partnership, like 3, SEVEN. So this is 5, and we see Mother Eve is here again. 5, 4, 5, 1. So when we add this together, this is 14 and 19, 20. Of course, that's what we mean about 7 looking for partnership. So 7 in this sense, this is what we are learning here, that when we can see that we can use we could use a number, or a number can be used in a negative way or a positive way, like everything else. And here we are seeing that 7 is giving us a common denomination of 20, which is 2, This is where, of course, with 2, we see that heart and earth. Heart equals 7, 25. When we do the numerical value for heart, it's 7. When we do the numerical value for earth, it's also 7. So basically, we are seeing that the interrelation with 6 is in the innermost being of our heart. We also see 1, the letter 1, the number 1. Number 1 in the heart. Let's do number 1 in heart here, and of course in the earth, because this is the center of the earth, is 9. 9. And the center is saying it's beginning. 9, which equals beginning. It's also like a reminder. This is a beautiful image that just comes to mind. When we are ready to plant, we are planting. This is the beginning. And it's no wonder it's in the earth, here in the middle, because it is telling us in this 3rd letter, which is in the middle letter, in the middle here, it is where we plant. In the external world, we know we plant into the ground. We plant in 9, and hence it is saying 9 is beginning. So when we do the numerical value for beginning, BEGINNING, let's do this, it equals 9. And so we have 9 in the earth. And here, 9, if we were to have capital letter here, we know this has 3 strokes. It's not only 1, like in numerical value, it has 3 strokes as well. Of course, I didn't do that with the letter R, but I'm just showing that that depiction, that image, that symbol here would be telling us this is 1. This 1 has in it 3. When we hinge onto the word sacrifice, 3 ones are 3 here. So 3 strokes. Or if we were to even look at the numerical value, here we have, or the A, it will take us into that 2, which also looks like that B, which I have also said this is where we are making agreements in the middle of our heart. This is why some things are so entrenched in us when we have gone to the middle of our heart, when we have done, we have we have not only agreed, we have swore, we have shaken hands, and everything. We have anchored onto the middle of the heart here in that number two. There is partnership, there is bond, there is creation. This is where, of course, we have invited three. We have invited three because it's like two minds together come together. There is creation. When the two minds are added, it's like you have two ingredients, and of course you are baking a cake. Hence the C for cake. Now, I didn't know that cake was in sacrifice, but perhaps there was cake at the table. Okay, so I'm hoping that this has given you some insight to the number seven, and I'm sure there was so much more to number seven. We have looked at number seven in various aspects, and in fact I'm just wanting to make sure. Yes, I had this other I had a we see that with heaven and earth, God created the heavens and the earth, but although it's here we are talking about the heart and the earth, but heaven and earth is actually eight. Heaven and earth is actually eight. So we'll do that. We'll cover that for the eighth number. Okay, but this is very interesting, and this really, of course, should be for the eighth number, but of course, we can have an overlap in that. So back to seven, let's just end on seven. This is where we go through that gypsy journey. We have the number three. It's like you have broken free. You have broken free from eight to start a new cycle, or to, because of course, your eyes were open here. You've gone on your Fox journey here. You've gone on Fox City. You have to go through your north, south, and east and west here on this journey here. When you are in Fox City, you are looking forward, but you need to know what are you taking with you on this journey? What are you leaving behind? All these are questions that you address on your journey. Of course, with eye open, you are going through gypsy journey so you can experience and see, let us see for yourself what it's like in heaven and earth, to be in the heavens and to be in the earth. This is where you go headquarter zone to pay your dues, of course, to the Inland Revenue. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. If you like this presentation, click the like button and share, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing soulful love. Stay blessed, stay bright, be fulfilled, and be ignited, because we are planting new seeds. Of course, with number three, ignited. Namaste. And spill over with love.